This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
Economy, innovation, culture, exploration. Discover the vibrant pulse of China's economy and dive into the rich tapestry of its culture. Embark on a journey of exploration with Meet China. Here, your journey begins.
Hello and welcome to Meet China. I'm Taran He. As one of the largest countries in the world, China is home to an incredibly diverse cultural landscape with distinct regional differences. In today's episode, we embark on a sensory journey across China, from sightseeing its classical gardens to capturing the sounds of the Chinese capital and sampling the flavors of Spring Festival around the country. For some, gardening is just a hobby, but in one Chinese city, it's an art form. Founded over 2,500 years ago, the water town of Suzhou in eastern China is renowned for its UNESCO-listed classical gardens. Join us as we uncover hidden heritages in its old quarter and explore why the ancients sought to recreate the natural world within their homes. Here we are, Suzhou, East China. Well, this is definitely my first time entering town by boat and via the Grand Canal, no less. This is traveling in style. Suzhou is the very picture of an elegant water town. And for centuries, it has been a cradle of high culture. Its wealth built on a network of crisscrossing canals. Suzhou is 30 minutes by train from Shanghai, and my itinerary begins in the heart of old Suzhou. To preserve the historic skyline, the buildings here are restricted to a certain height, and I'm checking into a former residential building turned guest house.
Time for a change, time for a holiday.
Wow, check out this view. This is what it means to live locally. I actually feel like I'm a resident of the old town here. There's something magical about old Suzhou at dawn, with only the splash of an oar and crisp birdsong to keep you company. Here we are. This is the Shou'an Bridge, and if you were paying attention, you actually would have seen it etched onto the map of Pigeon, which makes this at least 800 years old. You never know when you're walking along here when you might just be stepping on actual pieces of ancient history. I'm on my way to meet a friend who's a born and bred local Suzhou resident, and he's promised to show me a different side to the city. What are you doing? Hey.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm here using this LiDAR scan to capture the traditional pagoda.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out whether you were like trying to interview the pagoda or,
just
or
look
trying to
like
cast a
this.
spell on it. So that
Yeah.
This is a LiDAR.
Yeah, LiDAR.
After mapping the pagoda with his high-tech laser, Xiaoting's taking me on a tour around Old Town to capture some more priceless relics. Wow, that's so intricate. Where the LiDAR won't reach, he uses a camera to take photos of the object from every angle. And if the relic is too big, then a drone will do. Shaoting takes thousands of photos, literally, which are later stitched together by AI, working modern magic on ancient marvels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is incredible.
Yeah.
And if you zoom in, you can see all of the little details. as
Yeah,
well.
you
That's
can
so
see the
cool.
bricks.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And here's the North Temple Pagoda.
You know, it's interesting because in person, it's so big and we're looking up at
Yeah,
it.
we
And
look
it's
up
hard
here.
to see all of it. There is some distance. It's quite immense. And now this, it just feels like a God's eye view. Like this is a toy now.
I have put the 3D models at the VR glasses.
No way.
And it's very mind-blowing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, of course.
You can imagine that you're Godzilla.
Wow.
You just, you look down to the city and wow, I'm the king of this city.
I look forward to you bringing out your VR headset next time.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
love to experience that.
The detail is staggering, and the possibilities endless. Shaoting's found a way to turn his passion for preservation into future-proofing heritage.
Suzhou has two faces, I think. The traditional and the peaceful one, and the modern and energetic one. And AI is like a bridge between them, make the traditional city's face and its beauty to the modern people
Right.
around the world.
You're going to put me out of a job. 'Cause who needs a travel presenter when you could just go online and look at everything?
I'm finally ready to take on Suzhou's biggest attraction, its classical gardens. Listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, these centuries-old private gardens were built by wealthy literati who sought to recreate nature in their own homes. To understand their significance, I'm joined by Chen Xiaohan, a lecturer of architecture.
Oh, this is beautiful. You know, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit, I like the Chinese garden, but they all kind of look the same to me. Like, is there any specific way to appreciate them?
Yeah, there are some methods. For example, if we look at this way, you cannot see what's behind, isn't it? But actually, the original entrance was there.
Oh, the door in the back.
So the ancient people used this mountain to create a sense of obstructive view.
I see. So that you have a sense of anticipation for what's going to happen next.
You want to explore what's going on and you become very interested in it.
Most importantly, these gardens embody the philosophy of man and nature as one, using rocks, water, plants, and architecture to represent the ideal in physical form.
Why is the floor so uneven here?
Yeah, you will feel you are waving, right?
Oh no, I feel like I'm going to trip. What is it meant to simulate?
The feeling of you are on a boat.
Ah, well, because we're next to the water.
Yeah, we're just close to the water.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, we can stop here. Did you see the base tower?
Oh yeah, no. I was there yesterday, the Temple of Gratitude.
Actually, they use a kind of method to borrow the view. From here, it looked like the tower was in the garden.
That was a nice little surprise. I like that. Oh, that pavilion's a bit different.
Yeah.
It's got lots of holes.
It works like a frame for you to frame the view.
So it's like a picture.
Picture, yes.
I see.
Yeah. They have 4 directions, so you can see the 4 different pictures of 4 different seasons. For example, if you look in that way, you see the willow tree, and you see the water and the lotus. Just create a sense of you're in summer. And bamboo make you feel of spring.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. Spring growth.
Spring grapes.
I see, so-
always green, yes.
That must be autumn.
Autumn, because we have pine trees.
Uh-huh. And this must be winter,
Yeah.
because there's nothing to see.
No, we have the roof, so you will see the snow on the roof.
Ah, that's so
And
smart.
the lantern make you feel warm.
Yeah, because it's dark in winter.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is so smart.
Yeah, so you just sit in the pavilion, but you get the full season.
Right, you can be lazy and not move, and you see the entire year within one building.
Yeah.
That's so clever.
These gardens are designed to be revisited, so that you might find inspiration every time you come.
Why are there so many rocks in a Chinese garden?
All the rocks are used to simulate the feeling of mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, if the stone is big enough, it's used to stand alone as a peak.
Right, like this one.
And if it's small, then combine them together as a mountain.
Right, so it's in line with the whole bringing nature into your home, you're bringing mountains
Mountain
into
to
your
home,
home.
yes.
Yeah, it just feels like these gardens were pretty much amusement parks for the literati.
Yeah, actually everything they did just want to create a sense of each step have a different view.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the same with the European gardens too, because
Yeah.
they also wanted to amuse the eye.
Yeah.
You know, they had fountains and statues instead of rockery.
Yes.
But I just think they probably did it from a different perspective. Like the earlier gardens, like the Versailles, it was all about symmetry, manicured trees, command over nature.
Yeah.
But I think that eventually changed as well. Yeah, especially with the English garden, I think they took a lot of inspiration from classical Chinese gardens.
Probably, yeah.
And then eventually it became asymmetrical as well, and it was all about a sort of an idealized version of nature in your home.
To live a harmonious life with the nature.
Right.
Yeah, to keep
Yeah.
a balance.
Same,
Yeah.
but different.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
From Suzhou's historic gardens and canals, we move to the winding alleys of Beijing's inner city, where one artist is on a quest to capture and preserve the soundscape of the nation's capital. From pigeon whistles to street barbers and the lively sounds of Spring Festival celebrations, this is a side of Beijing you've never heard before.
Beijing culture is very sensitive to sound. There are pigeon fanciers all over the world, but only in Beijing do they actually attach intricate whistles onto pigeons, so they listen to the sound rather than just look at them. We have created an exhibition to reveal the hidden secrets of sound waves, using various interactive installations so that sound can quite literally be seen. Sound is a really interesting vehicle for time and memory. And what I was doing was exploring the sounds that are disappearing, the disappearing sounds of Beijing. Beijing had an amazing culture of street hawking. Instruments here, each one produces a different sound, and each sound is recognized as selling a particular product or service. This was used by a blind fortune teller. This instrument here is called the huantou, produces this twanging sound, and that was for the barber.
Sharpen your scissors and knives!
In 2013, the Shijia Museum, they were going to convert it into a museum about traditional Beijing or Hutun culture. I suggested they should explore Beijing sound. Shijia Museum has a particular connection to me and my family. It used to be my family's former residence. My grandmother and grandfather, on my mother's side, lived there. That was a part of a larger residence of my grandmother's father, who was the last imperial mayor of Beijing.
The one on the right is my grandmother and me. The second one is my parents, and then my husband and my father. Family is very, very important to Chinese people. His name is Si Yuan. In Chinese, it's Yin Shui Si Yuan. When you drink the water, you think about the source of the water. If you don't think about the source of a nation, of a country, of a family, you have nobody.
No, it's not there. And those are all the same.
Yeah.
So never mind. There's no English one. We just use this Chinese book, okay? We just use this one.
These are all about reminiscence of my mother's childhood. A few days before she died, I managed to get her back to the Suzhou. She was wheeled around, and then she suddenly said, "Mother's waiting for me for lunch." During the Chinese festivals, we thought of dumplings.
My mum likes to add shrimps and dried scallops.
Suyuan doesn't eat chives.
The Spring Festival in China is very similar to Christmas in the West. It's a chance for the family to get together. People come home from other parts of China. Really, all the sound that happens during Chinese New Year is in the home. Lots of cooking sounds, lots of kitchen sounds, children screaming, blah, 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 blah. But of course, you've got a lot more fighting as well. That's what families are, I think. Very tight human connections and all that entails.
Happy Spring Festival!
Drawings here are influenced by my grandmother. She was illustrating her life. We are illustrating life of the same period in Beijing. I think we're connecting to that period, connecting it through my family, but also connecting it through the eyes of someone who was living life.
Happy Spring Festival!
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
Spring Festival, also known as Chinese New Year or Chunjie, is the most important celebration in China. But in a country this vast, traditions vary widely. From candied oranges to rice dumplings and creamy crabs, we explored some of the delicious regional delicacies enjoyed during Spring Festival feasts.
In mid-October, Zheng Xiaobo's family orchard boasts branches weighed down by fruit like little lanterns, and the harvest can begin.
Let's pick some to make candied orange for the sticky rice dish at Spring Festival.
Candied oranges are a must-have on his family's table at Spring Festival. The golden color symbolizes wealth and prosperity, while the Chinese character for orange sounds like that for good fortune. They bake these candied oranges over low heat for half a day to dehydrate them and preserve them for the new year. The candied oranges preserved from autumn are now to be used in 8 treasure rice. Its familiar taste is deeply rooted in memory and an essential part of the family tradition. 8 treasure rice, a famous traditional delicacy, is popular throughout China, with ingredients which vary a little region by region. In Zigong, it's the candied oranges that give the dish its unique flavor. 8 treasure rice is linked to the ancient 8 treasure motif, symbolizing good fortune and peace.
The carrots are really sweet, and the Spring Festival is just around the corner.
As a renowned local chef, Zheng Xiaobo prepares the Spring Festival Eve dinner with a focus on salt gang dishes. Rooted in the millennia-old culture of well salt production, these dishes express the signature spiciness and bold flavors of Sichuan cuisine, along with distinctive cooking techniques. Zigong dishes are known for their rich aroma, spiciness, and freshness.
The sticky rice is ready. Does it look beautiful? It's made with oranges grown by Grandpa.
It looks so pretty.
Have some more.
Simple ingredients are transformed into delicacies by a skilled chef through thoughtful preparation, brightening the celebratory feelings of Spring Festival.
Let's toast to a good life.
Cheers.
Happy Spring Festival.
Best wishes for the new year.
As the Spring Festival approaches, Huang Xilan starts preparing alkaline rice dumplings. She follows traditional methods, using an ash made from dried wild tea seed husks that were collected in autumn. The ash, primarily composed of potassium carbonate, is alkaline when dissolved in water. This natural additive is crucial for alkaline rice dumplings.
What are you doing?
I'm roasting this down for ash powder.
Are you making rice dumplings?
Yes, I'll make some for the Spring Festival. Let's make them together.
Okay, I'll help you.
Pour in some water. Take it slow. When we were kids, we watched our parents make alkaline water. The older generation always sees tea seed husks as treasures. They can be used as lye and baking soda. This tradition has been passed down through generations.
Alkaline water not only gives the white glutinous rice a slight yellow hue, but also enhances its fragrance and chewiness. Additionally, the alkaline water helps preserve the dumplings as it kills bacteria. Unlike the northern tradition of eating rice dumplings during the Dragon Boat Festival, many families in Jiangxi province still enjoy them for the Spring Festival. In Chinese, the word for rice dumpling sounds like children, symbolizing thriving offspring in a prosperous family.
Wish your dad a happy Spring Festival.
Happy Spring Festival.
Your voice is too soft. It looks like no red envelope for you.
Happy Spring Festival, Dad.
Happy Spring Festival.
As soon as you finish work, come home for the Spring Festival.
No problem. I'll be back as fast as I can.
For fishermen who live by the sea, skipping the typical 5-flavor seasoning in order to fully enjoy the taste of freshly caught ocean fish is the purest way to ring in the new year. Wang Daiming and his wife are preparing the ingredients for their Spring Festival meals. This is the season when the cream of red cream crabs is plump and rich, making them a must-have delicacy for the occasion.
This year's crabs are particularly good with a red hue at the bottom.
Here, too.
If the inside is red, the outside will be even redder.
Salted, fresh seafood is a traditional and common local dish. After cleaning the fresh red cream crabs, they are placed in a high-concentration saltwater solution and stirred to ensure it is fully absorbed. A day later, they are ready to eat. However, for the Spring Festival, they are usually prepared and stored in advance, so they can be served as a main cold dish whenever needed.
Be careful.
Wang Daiming was just 15 when his father took him to sea to learn the ropes. Having served as an apprentice crew member and eventually a captain, he knows every job on the boat, as well as the hardships that come with being a fisherman. In 2020, he and his wife Zhang Ying began running this traditional homestay, using locally sourced stone for its construction. In December 2021, the Zhoushan Daishan Bridge officially opened, making it another connection between Daishan and Zhoushan Islands besides the Seoul waterway. While significantly reducing travel times between the two areas, it also brought many new opportunities for Wang Daiming's homestay business.
Fortune shines on this peaceful home. Beautiful scenery blesses this happy home. Another year has passed, and the next will be even better than the last.
May we always have abundance.
The best and freshest ingredients are always saved especially for the Spring Festival Eve dinner. Wang Daiming's parents prefer the local fish, but his daughter's favorite is mantis shrimp. With the red cream crab they've been storing, it's shaping up to be quite the seafood feast.
The crab is excellent. So good. It's really good this year.
These seem to be the best crabs.
Salted red cream crabs. One for everyone.
This is perfect. Today is Spring Festival Eve, and we wish everyone in our family good health. Here's to Mom and Dad's good health. Happy Spring Festival. Cheers.
That wraps up this edition of Meet China. From digitizing heritage to preserving sounds and tastes of home. I hope you've enjoyed exploring the unique ways in which traditions are kept alive in China. I'm Taran He. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Discover the potential. Witness the opportunities. Experience dazzling exhibitions and captivating events. Explore groundbreaking innovations and future-shaping industries. Stand at the crossroads where the cities of tomorrow meet timeless traditions. Meet China, where every story is a new discovery.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.